So, paano tinalo ng Golden State Warriors ang Minnesota Timberwolves without Stephen Curry? Naglaro si Stephen Curry for 13 minutes, had 13 points, pero after nun, they were still able to hold on to the lead, even increase it, kasi entering nung second half, up yung 13 yung Warriors, di ba? At the end of the third quarter, naging 20 points yun, and they were able to hold on. So, Stephen Curry had a hamstring strain. Delikado yan kasi usually hamstrings are usually the trickiest out of all injuries. Sometimes 1 week yan, sometimes months before he recovers. Anyway, paano nga ba nanalo yung Warriors? So, number one, strength in numbers. So kahit na nawala si Curry, the Warriors leaned on a collective contribution from multiple players. Si Steve Kerr gumamit ng 13 players kaya fresh na fresh yung legs ng mga nasa court and na-maintain nila yung defensive intensity to prevent Minnesota from ever going into a run. Hindi makaporma si Anthony Edwards till the last quarter or the second half. While yung mga usual suspects like Julius Randle, Naz Reid were also missing. Number two, grabe yung depensa ng Golden State. Bakit ko nasabing grabe? Kasi it was their defensive effort. Mostly, effort lang naman ang defense, guys eh. Aside from yung usual schemes sa sinasabi ng mga teams, defense is 80% effort. And because of that, na-disrupt yung rhythm ng Minnesota. Anthony Edwards was contained to just 1 point in the second half. 1 point in the first half. The Timberwolves missed all 15 3-point attempts in the first half. 0 for 15. While si Draymond anchored the defense and contributed significantly on offense. He had 18 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists with 2 steals. Dagdag pa natin to sa Warriors, no? Grabe yung critical bench contributions. Buddy Hield, 24 points he picked up from where he left off no game 7. Well, guys like Pat Spencer, yung may bigote for those first time watching the Warriors. Minsan lang kasi magamit si Pat Spencer, but this guy was steady nung pinasok siya ni Steve Kerr. Jonathan Kuminga, Gary Payton, timely scoring, defensive energy, hustle plays. They were able to maintain the momentum in the second half because of those guys. They stayed ready, lalo na si Kuminga who has been racking up DNPs, did not place in the previous games. But yet, he stayed and remained like a professional. Kaya nakaganito yung Warriors. They were able to get one in Minnesota wherein hindi nagawa yun ng LA Lakers. Jimmy Butler was the stabilizer and the leader during crunch time. No, he had 20 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists. He had clutch plays in the fourth quarter, both scoring and facilitating, kept the Wolves at bay during critical moments. And sabi rin daw ni Jimmy Butler that they need Steph if they will beat the Timberwolves in this series. He respects their opponents. He knows how great this team is. But buti na lang the Warriors traded for Jimmy Butler. I didn't think sasabihin ko yan when nung the Warriors drafted when the Warriors traded for Jimmy. I never thought I would say that this early. And lastly, the rebounding and hustle plays. Kevon Looney, presence on the offensive glass provided the Warriors with valuable second chance opportunities. And even though those offensive rebounds did not convert to points, those rebounds helped drain valuable time off the clock. Kasi nung fourth quarter, pine-preserve na lang nila lead nila eh. Aside from those usual timely threes, but ganun yung nagiging nangyayari nung fourth quarter. So paano nga ba natalo yung Timberwolves? Dagdag na rin natin na they had a really poor offensive start. Minnesota had a historically bad first half. They scored just 31 points in the first half, second lowest in franchise history for any half. Anthony Edwards was 0 for 6 to begin the game, missing multiple easy layups, and his cold shooting prevented Minnesota from capitalizing on Curry's absence and allowed Golden State to build an early lead na nakita nga natin. And because of as you guys could see, the Wolves failed to capitalize on Curry's injury. The Wolves did not adjust strategically after Curry exited with the hamstring issue, and they missed the chance to seize the momentum and build off from the crowd, no? And even though na medyo nakakatakot yung ginawa nila ng fourth quarter, if you're a Warriors fan, medyo inconsistent yung second half ng Minnesota. So they were led by an offensive burst from Anthony Edwards and Naz Reid in the third and fourth quarters, but Minnesota failed to sustain consistent pressure. Every attempt at a comeback nagstall due to untimely mistakes, missed open shots, and poor defensive possessions. And lastly, I would say may konting lack of urgency and poor execution late in the game. They were down by just 9 points in critical late game situations. Minnesota needed near perfect play but faltered repeatedly. And siguro, they were planning for a Steph Curry to be there. That's why their game plan kinda na throw off sila without a Steph Curry. You could say that. But in the end, the team with more experience prevailed. The Warriors were able to protect the lead, steal game 1. And titingnan natin how game 2 will look like, no guys, considering na I don't expect Steph Curry to return maybe until game 4. That's just me. Kasi ano eh, delikado ang mga hamstring injuries. You know the Warriors will take their time with Steph Curry. And yeah. So, if you're a Warriors fan, monitor mo yung injury ni Steph Curry. Continue to rely on your defensive identity, bench depth, and timely veteran leadership. While if you're the Timberwolves, kailangan mo ng offensive adjustments. You cannot be scoring 31 points at the half. You want Anthony Edwards to get it going early on and significant improvement in three-point shooting. The Wolves were number 4 in the season in shooting as a team. They were number 4. You want to see that kind of team moving forward if you guys want to beat a team like the Warriors, a dangerous team like the Warriors. If you guys like this, like, comment, subscribe. See you all next time. Peace.